Dear beloved youth leaders, wish you a very special afternoon. Thank you very much. I am going to wish you all the very best. I'm going to leave you with, I thought, a few simple keys that will help you all along, all through your life, to guide you to the paths of success. And I want to call them as the C's that will see through your life. These are the C's, the simple C's that will see through your life all the way, but with one condition, just one condition always. As long as you are going to strictly, sincerely, consistently, and as passionately as you have always been following these C's, they will see you through in your life. I'm just going to take you through the simple journey of those C's. The first C I want you to is clarity and courage. I want you to remember this very nicely all through your life, youth leaders. How many of you here have or has participated in a rifle shooting contest? I'm talking about a shooting contest. How many of you, youth leaders? Anyone who has studied back home in India? Actually, I did. I did during my high school days, grade 8, 9, 10, during that time. Of course, I have always been fascinated by these movie heroes who so stylishly and wonderfully handle those pistols and rifles for the good reasons. They start shooting like this, like this. Some of them even shoot like this. Have you seen them? Seriously, many of them, even these days, Tom Cruise, he'll be hanging, flying in the air and shooting. There is one hero in India who catches the bullet in his hand. Have you seen it? Did you see? Wonderful movies, but let me really tell you the reality with my little experience on shooting. These are not just far from reality. These tricks, they are absolute stupidities. In a junior rifle shooting contest, when I was in grade 9, a junior rifle shooting contest, you are expected to carry a 10 to 12 kg weighing rifle and be on a lay-down position. There will be some 4 or 5 contestants aiming to shoot at a target and a bullseye. Have you seen the target in any of the contests or the movies? It looks like this. And the center part of this is the bullseye, and what all you are expected to do is take position as you are lying down and shoot at the bullseye. If you hit the bullseye, you get maximum points. You have 5 firing rounds, 5 rounds, each has got 10 points, you have 50 points in total. If all the 5 bullets are going to hit at the bullseye, you get 50. The farther you shoot away from the bullseye, the ring, as you go towards the outer ring, you lose your marks. When the firing contest started, I took my rifle along with the other contestants. We took positions, we lay down, and then I took aim. While I was trying to shoot, the gun was moving like this a little bit, but I was trying to take position. All the 5 rounds were completed very fast. At the end, I very perfectly, and completely missed the bullseye in all the 5 shots. I was walking down like this, little bit embarrassed, and I was looking at my other contestants. They were also looking down like me. All 5 of us consistently missed the bullseye, and we were out. What happens when we fail? That too, when we fail as a team. You know what happens? The blaming game starts. We try to invent a reason for our failure. Come on, all these guys have given us very old guns. How can I target? They should have given me something like AK-47 or something that could have been easy. While we were gossiping and we were finding reasons, a contest coordinator, who was a senior officer of the Indian Army, just picked up my rifle, went on a squatting position like this. This is a real story, by the way. And he took aim at the target, tuck, 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 5 shots. He got up, all the 5, believe me, all the 5 perfectly at the bullseye. I stood, and all of us stood speechless and shameless, blaming the gun for what happened. That day, I realized shooting or firing is not just a style or fashionable thing to do like those movie heroes. It is an act of absolute clarity, concentration, and focus. Clarity is what makes targets reachable. If you want to hit the target, you have to start seeing the target very clearly, very closely, and absolutely only the target. When you are firing the target, you are in your zone. When you are in your zone, you forget everything outside your zone. That is the way you can aim and hit at the targets, not only in a firing contest, but in real life as well. What makes you get into the zone of the target? Number one, clarity, concentration, and focus. Clarity, my dear youth leaders, is the DNA of authentic success and personal greatness. When you talk to those great leaders, you feel that they're as clear as cutting a nice ice cake, slice of an ice cake, without anybody knowing about it. Give them any complicated issue, they just come out with clear opinions. How can we, youth leaders, do it? How is it possible? Very simple thing called being reflective about ourselves. We have to be, can you repeat with me? Reflective, self-reflective about ourselves. And that is a big word. What is being self-reflective? You should look at yourself. You should understand your strengths and weaknesses. You have to look at your targets like the way the senior army officer was looking at the bullseye. You need to be very clear about the goal. You have your strengths and weakness. For you to reach the goals, what you need to build in yourself. What is the path you need to lay for yourself? When you start doing that, that is called self-reflecting process. How do you do that? Very simply speaking, how do you do that, self-reflection? By asking questions. You have to ask yourself questions. You have to ask yourself profound questions. When you ask profound questions, you get excellent answers, and excellent answers are the ways to get great clarity in life. All these questions have to be honest and self-introspecting questions. You know what is the problem in asking honest questions? Many of the answers for those questions will be uncomfortable, will put you uncomfortable. That is why you need to have courage, I said. You need to have the courage to face the answers for those questions. Once you start digging yourself into those questions, you will find clarity. Absolute questions, honest questions, self-introspective questions are going to give you clarity, which is very much needed. Many of us keep floating many a times, and we don't know what we are doing. And that is the reason we lack clarity. When you clean the stains of the window and the fears of your eyes, you're going to find a beautiful whole new world out there. And this is achievable only when you're going to have absolute clarity in yourself. Number two, commitment. Commitment, commit not to be complacent. This is a great killer, great enemy as during our formative and our young years as we grow up. We tend to become complacent. After seeing a little bit of success here and there, we become complacent, and that is a great enemy. Now, the interactive session starts. How many of you here, youth leaders, are athletes or sportsmen? I think we have a lot of youth leaders who don't see the field. Only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Only 2? You don't like sport? Youth leader Mark? Yeah. Okay. Do you know what is the record for a mile? The sprinting record for a mile, for 1 mile. Now, 1 mile is about 1.6 kilometers. How much time record? Any guesses? 10 seconds, 1.6 kilometers. You are a superhero. Yes, Teja. 5 minutes, more or less, but you're a little too much. One more answer. 3 minutes, you're a little short. Even parents, Toastmasters, anyone, open question. It's because I want to engage interaction. So answer, anyone can answer. The right answer is 3 minutes, 43 seconds for 1.6 kilometers, 3 minutes, 43 seconds. And this was a record set by Hashim El Garada. I can't remember his last name. Hashim, yeah? This was you have to give an applause for Toastmaster Naresh. He is the proud parent of YLP 2014 Youth Leader. Okay, it's 1999, Mr. Hashim of Morocco. He broke this record. 3 minutes and 43 seconds. This was, I think, in the United Kingdom. He did this. But you know, this is not what I want to tell you. Before he did this in 1999, the previous best record was about 4 minutes. And the terrible thing is, can you believe, for about 100 years, from 1855 to 1954, for about 100 years, nobody could break the barrier of 4 minutes. For about 100 years, 4 minutes, 1.6 kilometers, to be achieved in less than 4 minutes was an impossible task for everyone in this world. For 100 years, that should definitely mean something. 1 century, until one man, his name is Roger Bannister. Okay, he's from UK. He broke this record in Rome in the year 1954. 1954, he went below 4 minutes. After 100 years. I'm stressing on this because the funny thing is, after he broke this record after 100 years, within a few weeks, many of them replicated this feat. Within a few weeks. There are 3, 4, 5, 6, I think. I can't count. So many of them broke this record. Why? He was encouraged. Good. Yes, youth leader. Give her a hand. He demonstrated the impossible to be possible. He set a new reference point. And that is what we should be doing to ourselves. There is a Roger Bannister in every one of you. Provided you remember one thing. Every time you say yes to something which is not important, you are saying no to something which is very important or essential in life. If you are going to focus clearly in a committed fashion on these things, success will automatically follow you. I'm going to ask you 2 questions at the end of commitment. Do you have a 4-minute mile for you for this year? And do you have a positive reference point for you at this phase of your life? Think about it. If not, please set it today. YLP has really let you invent yourself. So commitment, not to be complacent, is the second C. Third, very important C, is connection. This life is all about establishing a connection. It's all about relationships. Life is about relationships. Business is about relationship. You know what? We like doing business with people we like. That is a relationship. That is the power of a relationship. Our academics, our education, our knowledge is going to help us a lot, but if we are going to lack the ability to build relationship with this world and have our own people, it's not, the chances of we becoming successful is not going to be great. The real physical meaning of relationship building connection is kind of gone. The people are living on a virtual connecting world. To build the connection with wherever you go, whoever you are going to be with, whichever be the culture, society, nationality, doesn't matter. Have the courage in you, have the abilities in you to really build a bridge. That's very important. That's going to provide you a lot of success in your life. I'm still in touch with some of my kindergarten friends. The connections you build at the universities, as you grow up into your careers, with your customers and suppliers. Maybe, who knows, when you're leaders of tomorrow. It is all about connections, connections, and connections that is going to take you through your life. We all have certain average capabilities in us. We have to identify that, work upon that, improve ourselves, lest we want to become an outdated version, for which we have to give our 100% always. You have to give your 100%, but never ever give yourself 100%. Always keep challenging yourself. You should know what you don't know, like the world champion speaker said, and you should get to know what you need to know. And how deep you know is more important than how fast you get to know. The C's that will see you through. Let me sum it up once again. Number 1, connect for your camaraderie, compassion, and conquer. Please remember these 4 C's. If you care to care for these C's, they will definitely take care of you in your future. I'm going to ask for one commitment before I leave from here. Can you commit to give always your 100%, but not give? Can you commit yourself? Always, all through your life. Wish you all the very best. Thank you. Thank you very much.